Hello everyone, I wanted to share with you a few tags I made. These are peekaboo tags. A few weeks ago I had shared some peekaboo cards. When you open it up, your image pops into the hole. The original peekaboo tags were not my design. I just adapted them into a tag. So for my first try, I was thinking this. And then I decided to change it so that it opens different, and so it's the size of a square tag. So I used the alligator clip to hold it shut. Made a little tag over here using one of the stickers from the sticker sheets. And then put to and from on the back and added a little bell. On the front, I used the Graphic 45 die cut, the frame. I also used Graphic 45, the square tag die. Has some stickers. This is the bow, and this is from a Sizzix die. Then, when you open it, your words pop up in the window, or your image, whatever you decide to put back there. So on this one, I used some fishing string to make it appear like my little Christmas bulbs are hanging in the window. I used another die cut frame on this side. Then my little alligator clip just holds it shut. This one is also with Merry and Bright. When you open it, the little tree pops up. And instead of the frame die cut, I used a circle die cut for this window. Made another little tag for my alligator clip with the bell. This one I used Letters to Santa. Has two little bells, a little tag. So today we're going to make this one. So to make this, I'm using the square ivory tags from Graphic 45. I'm going to be using Merry and Bright. I'm also going to be using the square tag die, and I'm going to be using the frame here from Policy and Decorative Dies. I'll also be using the sticker sheet. You're going to need one of the tags. I'm going to be using Joys of the Season. And then you're also going to need a piece of cardstock. So to start with, you're going to cut a piece of cardstock at 4 1/8 by 4 3/8. And then on the 4 1/8 side, you're going to score it 1/2 inch. Then you want to round the corners so it looks like that. Then you're also going to need to cut a square tag using your die. You want to score on the bottom at 1/2 inch. You also want to round the corners on the bottom. So then you're going to grab your pattern paper and you're going to cut it at 4 3/8 by 6. You want to pay attention to your what direction your pattern is. And you want to score this at 3. So it should look like that. Then you want to round your top corners. So it's like that. So then you're going to grab another piece of pattern paper and you're going to cut it at 4 3/8 by 3 1/2. Then you want to round the corners. So then you want to cut another tag from your pattern paper and you want to trim a 1/2 inch off the bottom. You want to round the corners. You want to grab your base tag. You want to cut another tag from the collection. And I know I'll only need the top part of this, so I'm just going to cut 2 inches off. 2 inches off the bottom. Apply glue to the back. And glue it down. So next you're going to take your other tag that you cut 1/2 inch off the bottom. And you're going to apply glue to it. You want to glue it right on top of the tag that you scored at the bottom. So now for your window, you can use a circle die. I'm going to be using Graphic 45's frame. So what I did was I already cut one out, and I'm going to use the centerpiece as my template. And I'm going to trace that on. Then I'm going to cut it out. So it looks like that. So next I'm going to take my 4 3/8 by 6 inch piece, and watching the pattern, I'm going to fold it up so the opening's at the top. And I'm going to line it up to the top of my tag. Then I'm going to trace on my window. I'm going to leave it folded and cut that out. Now it looks like that. So then for the back of my tag, I just used a scrap and cut a top piece. You want to line that up. Then you want to apply glue. Want to glue that on evenly to the top. I like to burnish mine down. So now you got your hinge here at the bottom, and that's the inside. We're going to set that aside. We're going to grab our 4 1/8 by 4 3/8 that we scored on the bottom to make that tab. You're going to grab your other piece of pattern paper. You're going to apply glue. Evenly place it so that the little tabs at the top. Then you're going to take your front and you're going to open it up and you're going to glue that tab right up here. So apply glue or use score tape. You're just going to take that sheet, evenly place it on your tab. Now your little peekaboo tag is starting to take shape. So I like to open mine up and I like to trace on where my window's going to be. And then I put a little arrow so I know that my image needs to go up. So now I have a frame I cut. My frame's just going to go right on the top. Okay, so I have some clear thread or fishing line, whatever you have. And I'm going to grab my sticker sheet. I'm going to grab a couple stickers. I'm just going to stick them on. I did add just a little glue in between. So there's one. 2. Then I'm going to grab my frame. And I'm going to put just a little bit of score tape around the frame part here. Top and bottom. I'm going to grab my first little ornament. So I hang that one there. Grab another one. Grab my last one. And I'm going to grab another little piece of score tape. I'm going to put that right over my fishing string. Then I am going to burnish down, making sure my strings are attached really good. Then I'm just going to fold them down and put a little more score tape on them. So then I'm going to cut off my excess. So now I'm going to remove the backing on the bottom. So I'm going to grab more score tape. So I'm going to remove the backing. And I'm going to bend the string back over it. And trimming off the extra. Okay, I removed all my backing. My little ornaments look like that. I'm going to apply glue. Then I'm going to center it on my window. So now I have another frame I cut. I'm just going to add some glue. That's going to go right on the inside. So it's looking like that. So next I'm going to take this sticker, The Magic of Christmas. Going to grab a scrap, stick it on my scrap piece of cardstock. I'm going to trim it out. So then I'm just going to take a scrap. I'm just going to put some glue on it. And glue The Magic of Christmas onto it. And I like to test mine to see if it'll go all the way up. So it will. So I turn my card over. And here where I marked it, I'm going to glue that right on. Oops. And before it dries, I like to double check. Now it looks like that. And then when you open it, the word pops up more. So now I'm going to take my tag, put glue on my cardstock piece on the back, take my card base, line it up, now it's looking like that. So this is just some sari silk. I'm just going to add that to the top. So then I'm going to grab these stickers off of the sticker sheet. I'm just going to cover my hole. On the back side, I guess I'm just going to use one of the stickers. On the back side, I have a hole laying here from when I cut my tag. I'm just going to stick it back in the hole. So then I have a bow I made from Sizzix die and some garland. I'm going to add some glue to the back of my garland. Kind of place it over my window at the top. And I'm going to add glue to my bow. Put it in the center. So it's looking like that. Then I'm going to grab this Merry Christmas sticker. I'm going to place it right down here. So now you can grab a piece of scrap. I'm going to grab one of these little stamp stickers. Place it on my scrap. I'm going to trim it off. Round the two edges that need rounded. Then on the back, I'm just going to write to and from. I'm going to put eyelet in it. So next I grab just a little scrap of ribbon. I'm just going to attach it to my little alligator clip. And I'm going to attach my tag. Trim off my excess. Then I have a little green bell. I'm also going to add that. Cut off my excess. And that gives me a little tag. So that's my finished gift tag.